Hey everybody, it's Sandra Davis, and thank you for joining us today. We're having a Motivators moment here with the beautiful Kelley Raetzch, and she is with Embrace.
Eating recovery.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry I got that wrong.
That's
Embrace
okay.
Eating Recovery. Wow, that sounds great. That sounds like a lot in there, but we're going to talk about that in a second. Kelley is our motivator for Fredericksburg. Boy, has she just taken charge and has ran with it. She's doing some great things already over in Fredericksburg, and I am so grateful and thankful to have you. Thank you so much, Kelley, for joining us. And will you please just tell us a little bit about yourself so we can get to know you better?
Yeah. Howdy, y'all. I'm a Texas girl. Texas girl living in Virginia. And I am first and foremost a child of God, a wife, and a mommy to three cuties, one about to be 8, a 6-year-old, and a almost 4-year-old. So it's a busy life. And I do run a private practice, Embrace Eating Recovery. I am on social media. You'll find me as the Warrior Dietitian because
That's what I was thinking.
yeah. So, and I say I'm the warrior dietitian, first of all, because Kelley actually means warrior. Secondly, because I fight with my clients and for my clients to be free of food, body, and weight obsession so they can experience the promise of a full and abundant life. So I am by trade a registered dietitian. That's what all that means. But when I tell people I'm a dietitian, I get all sorts of responses that I'm like, oh, let's just not even go there. So instead, I say what I do by who I serve, and that is women who want to stop dieting, getting off the diet roller coaster. And I've actually been treating eating disorders for about 12 years now. So anorexia, bulimia, and binge
Wow.
eating disorder. Yeah. And so it's really, really a great space for me. I've been called into this place to help people heal their relationship with food and with their body so that they can go and live the life they've been called to live, which is not obsessing about food, and it's not obsessing about the number on the scale. Because you know what? If you're watching, I need you to know that you are more than a number, that you are loved and accepted. So that's a little bit, that's like in a nutshell, who I am and what I do.
Well, it's pretty amazing because that's probably one of the hardest things to get people to realize that, you know what, they're loved and accepted in food. Gosh, food. Food loves me because it sticks with me too. But you know what? We're never happy with ourselves no matter what.
Right.
I see people, I have several people I can think of. I'm not going to name names, of course, but I see people who have gone the gamut and they are losing weight and they're in the best physical shape that they have ever been in. However, they are still not happy.
Still not happy. That's right. And so, that's my role. A lot of people think that when they come to the dietitian, they're going to learn how to eat the right foods and how to get on an exercise routine. And I really I pull up the carpet and I look at the dirt underneath and help you sweep it out so that it's gone. And it is really more about like, why are you doing the things that you're doing with food and with movement? And how can we unlock your inner capacity to respond to life without using food as a coping tool or without using exercise as a coping tool, so that exercise then becomes fun instead of punishment, right? It becomes a way
Yay.
to experience other people, right? It's not like, oh gosh, I went to the Cheesecake Factory last night, and so today I have to run 5 miles to burn it off. Well, our bodies don't work like that anyway. And so it really helps you feel better about food. And it's going to help us as women come into conversations that are more meaningful. How many times have you been to any kind of event? And we're about to have lots of events as we go into the last months of the year and into the new year, right? So many things are coming up. And if you haven't seen somebody in a while, another woman, what you hear most is, hey girl, how are you? You look great. Have you lost weight?
Yeah,
Right? And it's not even like really wanting to know how you're really doing, but let's focus on your weight.
yeah,
And
that's
let's go
true.
there.
I hear that a lot.
Yeah. And that
Oh,
might
that's a
feel
big one.
really great, but that's what our culture has done, is really validated weight loss. And so I'm here to help women feel better about who they are, regardless of what their bodies look like. Because when you do that, you get reconnected to your body and your internal ability to recognize hunger and fullness. If you're stuck focusing on the number on the scale, the size of your pants, then you're stuck on allowing external factors telling you what, how much, when, maybe even where to eat.
Yeah.
And you were born with that ability to be able to recognize those things. And so when you can come back to that place of food just being neutral, I mean, think about, have you or anybody you know ever said, oh, I shouldn't eat that, it's so bad, or I'm going to be bad today and I'm going to do this? Well, when you do when you do something bad, if you eat or drink a bad food, how do you feel?
Bad.
And I don't want people feeling bad. There shouldn't be guilt associated with what we're eating, or the sense of shame, or
well, right now I have this other mindset about food, and I'm going to just lay it out there to you. I like to eat keto, to go, the whole thing. Now, with that being said, am I a pro at it? No. Do I still ingest carbs? Yes. So it's just easy for me to say keto. I do try to make a great effort to go low carb. So I've been much. So now I am on way right now, and I am enjoying life to the fullest. I am not going to lie to you. I have eaten more ice cream this week than I have in a whole year. And I don't eat ice cream. And I have enjoyed a lot of alcohol, and that's off the menu. I'm telling you, it's been, and the mindset that I have right now is I will fix it when I get back. Saying I'm going to go low carb, or I'm going to try to make keto my thing. I'm going to be, my mindset is already, I'm going to. So with that being said, how do you do it? I mean, is that the mindset I should have, or is it, should I try to get on an eating plan? I mean, what is the mindset I really should have? Because let me go back to this. The sugars I know affect my focus.
Okay.
I know my focus is down and my energy level is down because I have allowed myself to indulge in all of that bad.
Yeah.
So what is the mindset I really should have?
Okay. So first of all, I'm going to let you know that you are still cutting in and out on my end, but I think let's just keep going. I think we have enough information to know what you were saying. The first mindset you should have is to stop shoulding on yourself.
That's funny.
I've picked that up from my therapist friends that I work with, and I say that because when you start saying should I, like what should my mindset be, what should I be doing, then unintentionally we're setting ourselves up for failure and guilt and frustration, because if we're not meeting up to our shoulds, then we're going to have those strong emotions that come with it. And so the way I approach it is a supportive approach. Like, what is going to be the most supportive decision for me? And you're saying that with certain foods that you don't have the mental clarity that you want. So a more supportive decision for you would be to be mindful of what you're putting in your body on a consistent, regular basis, right? So in all this, the mindset that I take with my clients is a non-diet mindset. So it is ridding yourself of what we call diet mentality. That's a good food, bad food mentality. Now, if you have medical conditions where, like if you have a peanut allergy, that's bad for you, right? So that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about foods that are going to impact a medical condition.
Okay.
And so I'm also a certified intuitive eating counselor and a licensed facilitator for the Am I Hungry mindful eating programs, including just certified with their binge eating program. And I'll be launching that with the co-creator after the new year, which is really, really exciting. And that's going to be a virtual program. So I take them onto this process of kind of assessing where is the food relationship. I'll give them an intuitive eating assessment that they will take so that I can kind of get into that mindset. Like, are you connected to your hunger and fullness? Do you trust your body to tell you what to eat, when to eat, and how much to eat? And if your answer is no, well, then we have to start there and kind of unpack with, why don't you trust yourself? For a lot of people, it could be habit, right? Like maybe you're just go, 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 busy, busy. I mean, you are a busy woman. You're always on the go, and it might just not be taking the time to pause and say, hey, am I hungry? Right? Like that is the simplest question in all of this. Whereas diets are going to give you rules and rigidity. Intuitive eating, the non-diet approach, gets you reconnected to yourself so that you're in charge of the decisions that you're making with food. It helps you get tuned back in. Now, part of what I do is I help people simmer down. What I mean by that is we are always on the go. Our central nervous system is often very fired up. And now if I have any ladies that are experiencing any past stuff, like any trauma related stuff, this can be big T trauma or little t trauma. And I'm not going to go into details of what that means. Those of you watching will know what that means for you if you've got that. That right there is a place that we have to start. I don't go into the details of things, but my clients need to know that they're safe. And so if the body doesn't know that it's safe, you're not going to be able to make effective food decisions for your body. So that's the first place. It's also a place of embracing self-compassion. You know, as women, we are so incredibly hard on ourselves. And if we ate a cookie when the diet said that we weren't allowed to have it, well, then we beat ourselves up. We call us all sorts of nasty names. We get on the scale to see the damage, and we just get caught up in this really nasty cycle. And so instead of so much beating up, I teach my clients to how to start to change their internal negative chatter to something that is more affirming and compassionate and kind, because where our thoughts are going to lead to our feelings and our beliefs and our actions. And so if we're constantly thinking negative, we're going to live that way. And so we have to get into the brain and rewire the messages we're giving ourselves.
Right.
I'm not sure if I answered your question, but
yeah, it's in there, that's for sure. And I hope I'm not breaking up, but
you're not.
So I feel great about having you share all of this information. It gives us a deeper idea of who you are and what you're offering to everyone here. And we'll be sure to we'll talk more about this. This is a great subject, and I'm so blessed to have you. I do want to ask you a couple of other things. So you've taken the role as motivator over in Fredericksburg, and I just want to know why. What propelled you to come along with us on this journey?
Yeah, absolutely. So I met Jackie Cote at a different networking event, and we kind of connected. We have very similar missions, and we met, and she invited me to her kickoff event for the Richmond chapter. And it was a different type of event than the one we went to, which was larger, a lot of people, not a lot of like genuine interaction. And Jackie brings genuine interaction. And I was just really fired up after that event. Like, I felt special after I left that event, and it excited me. And I want to take my business to the next level. And in that, I know, like, I'm not an expert in business, but my hope is to be able to come together with women who want to grow and scale their business, lock hands, and find ways to bring the training that they need, the education they need, the support and accountability. And like I told you on the phone, like, people have often called me throughout my years that I'm very motivational. And so the fact that it was a motivator position, I was like, yeah, I'm a motivator. Like, this is me. Like, she needs me.
Yes, I do need you, and you're doing great. And I am so pleased, and I love how involved you've become so far, and I'm very appreciative of it, really. You've brought on some great ideas already for us. Through especially this change time that we're going through with all of our Facebook groups and social media and everything. You've been huge in helping me get it implemented. So thank you so much.
Absolutely.
And you guys, please check out Kelley. She's got so many wonderful things that she's offering, and you're not going to want to miss a second of what she's doing. So thank you again. And we're going to post whatever links that you have. You need to tell us, what do you have coming up next? What would you like to share with us?
So coming up, well, by the time you're watching this, for the PWN Fredericksburg group, we will have just had our power work hour at Curitiba Cafe. November 13th, we're having our gratitude lunch at Basilico on Harrison Road. And then December 9th, we are having our business potluck and gift exchange from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. I think it's a Monday night. Nice. So those are some of the PWN events coming up. And for my business, I've actually just launched a membership group for faith-focused women who are wanting to kind of find support in overcoming their food issues. And that membership group is called Chiseled, Sculpting Your Identity in Christ, Not a Number on the Scale.
Nice. That sounds so good. Very creative. I love the creativity that you have.
Thank you.
You've come up with some great logos and things so far, or if you will, or graphics and everything. And I really do love that creativity and what you're titling your events and everything. So good job. So
Thank
happy and
you.
proud. So thank you again, everybody. Please check out Kelley as soon as you can. We're going to put her links down below here. She's also going to post throughout the day today. So thank you again. I love having you. I'm very blessed to have you a part of this, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Sandra. I'm super excited, and I'm just really pumped to be part of PWN.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'll see you soon, okay? And you have a wonderful afternoon.
Take care.